Ready? Buttons hit. Oh man, look at that. We're live.
Live.
Hey everybody, and I see Russ is out there, and other Rob is out there, and Mr. Chad's out there, and Anthony's out there, and Paula. So yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight?
And Peppa's in here.
Peppa Pig.
Can't forget Peppa Pig. Ah, no, Paula, you weren't late. You timed it about perfect.
How was that massage, Paula? That was awesome.
Mr. Putz is in the house too. Devin's here. Hey, Devin. Ah,
What's up, Devin?
haven't had him on in a long time.
He was out here the last one, I believe. Actually on the actual live stream, yeah. He was in the chat, I know, last time.
Yeah. Paula says it was good.
I bet it was. The worst massage in the world is still awesome.
Yeah. Oh. My sister does one of her degrees is in massage therapy, and there's this deep tissue one that they use this metal disc about this big with, and most people when she gets done with them have trouble walking out of there afterward. You know, it takes them about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to recover from it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Russ.
how's it going, everybody? Russ, Yaya, Paula, Eber, Anthony, Chad, Rob, Devin. How's everybody doing today? I just got through watching Paula's update on her Arrow Garden.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just got a little message from Dave. So see if we can read that. Can you read what that's saying? Hopefully.
It says I can read what it says, but it's just blurry. So
It says,
now you're red.
it says, this is from Dave, mind you. Can you announce I just got a $200 bill? And he says, I'm coming.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I told him yesterday. I mean, I know I was at the very least minimum 250. Just watch minimum. Just wait and see. But we'll get to that later in the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
But just wait.
And Eber says 200 on the auction. Hopefully that was a question. And yeah, 200 on the auction.
So Beady Beats.
Yeah, can you announce I got a $200 bid? It's probably, he's writing down probably what it read. Let's see. Devin says, going good, still live. And the sun came up. Can't complain.
Cool.
Sun went down too.
Then Beatty's been busy. He's made 17 flyers in the past 2 days. So he's been a busy man.
Yeah, let's put out a special thank you to Mr. BD Beats for making up those flyers. They all look great, man.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Russ says, what is the auction? I'm out of the loop. I don't know if we should tell him or make him go look.
It's better if you just go to the Pepper Lovers community and look. It's pinned at the top.
Yeah.
Because if we try to explain it, we're going to forget someone or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like JT said in his video today. He was like, yeah, I'm not even going to try to remember them all. I'm just going to show you the flyer.
Yeah, then he shows the flyer, and that was the old flyer.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't say hey BD. So hey BD. Welcome to the show. And Bernie's in the house. Welcome, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie.
And Bernie says, "What's happening?" Russ says, "Got it." Thumbs up.
Same old, really. Not too much. Just really kind of anxious to see what's going to go on in the upcoming hours on this live stream. Susan's here.
Yay, Susan's in the house. And Devin says, "Oh, just made our first quote unquote home purchase, mobile home, but it's ours paid off." Yeah, they went
Awesome.
and bought a mobile home today, so getting out into their own place.
Cool.
Gonna have to put up with pain in the backside landlords like he's doing now, but we won't go into that.
So, Susan, Rob just shared with us that Dave said he has a $200 bid. So that's where we're at currently. So when we get going on this, it's a minimum of 200.
Yep.
Who's going to be the auctioneer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who can talk in that funny voice?
Yeah. Get Rob, Todd, Jeff. No.
I actually can.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Can you do it?
Out of practice, but yeah.
Awesome. Oh my God! This night is getting better and better already.
My father was an auctioneer. He was number 1 or number 2 in seniority in the state for auctioneers. He's done it ever since he was in his teens. And I used to work many an auction with him.
Oh.
BD says Chili Wonka's added more this afternoon too. Susan says, "Catch me up on the news, please." So, that's what you were doing. Okay.
Yeah.
You skipped ahead of me a little bit. Anthony says, "Congrats, Devin." Bernie says, "Sure wish I could blow a paycheck on this auction." Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this auction. I'm almost going to be a little jealous of the winner, I'll be honest with you. And Devin says, "Thanks, everyone. Can finally grow again." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, you need to get some started. So I'll bring the seeds back in tomorrow, and you can have whatever you want. Get some of your stuff growing. Susan says, "Wow, that's so awesome, guys." Is it a private bid, or do we know who it is? Right now, they're silent bids, so it's not going by who it is. Were people sending you bids, Charles?
The first day, but everything went through Dave. Dave was at work. Dave sent me messages to relay to Pepper Lovers yesterday, so I was making post on the post, the thread, and that's all I was doing yesterday, because I know Dave was busy at work. Yeah, Russ's post is comments pretty good, and we need you to say that, Rob, Todd, Jeff.
Let's say what?
What? I'll do it. Can I get a 200? You're gonna get a 2. That's basically what he's saying.
I am so out of practice, but basically it would go 200, 200, 200. I have 200 here. Do I have 210, 210, 210? Anybody? 210? 200, 200. Okay, 210, 210. I now have 210. 215. Anybody? 215. Oh, 215 here. And then I just go up by whatever increment I feel like. And if I get bids that fast, then I'll jump it up like 20. So I'd go to 225, 225. I get 225. Yes, and then usually you got spotters that are sitting around too, and you'll hear hop, hop, hop coming from different areas, and that's when you take your next increment up.
See, if you weren't saying anything between that, what you just said, people who just tuned in would be like, "Holy crap! The auction has started. We are at 225, 225. What are they? What's going on now?"
Yeah, Dave might have thought that, huh? Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
No picture on Dave.
All right, reset.
Ah,
Chad
I'm
says,
having technical difficulties. So I'm trying to get everything rearranged. My internet is still, with my lights are still acting off. We figured out what was going on. All my grow lights in there. I talked to a guy from the cable, to a cable guy today, and he said that's exactly what it is. They're putting out those fluorescents, the bow, and it's screwing with the Wi-Fi.
yeah.
All right, so what's more important, Dave? Those lights or Wi-Fi?
Well, I already turned them off, so this is more important at the moment. Definitely, I went and turned them off about half an hour ago to make sure there was nothing floating through the air. So, Rob, did you make the announcement?
Yes, sir, I did.
We are currently at $200.
Yeah, $200. And then Charles made the statement of, too bad we don't have somebody who can talk like the auctioneer. And said, well, I can. I'm out of practice, but I can. And that's when you.
I want to see a full Barrett Jackson mode, like car auction. Like
No.
like Spanky on Barrett Jackson. That guy's so damn fast. I'm like, I have no clue what the hell he's saying.
Yeah, my father was like that too. And like I said, number 2 in seniority in the state for auctioneers. You have the second oldest license to do it. So yeah. All right,
My
back to
dad
the
would
chat.
always have an auctioneer at a bunch of his events, so I'd get to hear him all the time, but I can't do it.
Chad says planted 6 new varieties today, including Rev's favorite, that's Sugar Rush. Well, hopefully that's the Sugar Rush peach, but BD says JDS told me to tell everyone hello. He is at work until later tonight still. Russ says, okay, Rob, me, as in me. You win. And haha, Charles from that says, hey, Dave.
What's up, everybody?
Get an app for Dave, or for it, Dave,
So
laughing my backside off.
Yeah, I mean, it says that we're messaging back and forth, and
And he froze a little bit.
There he is. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Dave, you kind of froze up quite a bit. Messaging
Yeah,
back
you-
and forth with Susan.
yeah, you did too. I didn't hear a word you said. All I heard was Stu. I hate it. My Wi-Fi. I'm about to. All right, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna run in and turn the rest of the lights out, and see if that helps. Because I left the other ones on that didn't seem to affect anything beforehand. And it could be just they said sometimes I guess, Tom, maybe you would know better than I would, but sometimes they said the ballasts are still putting out stuff even after you turn them off. I don't know. I've never experienced this before.
I've never heard of it, but
Yeah.
it's
It's the ballasts that are actually putting out the RF signal.
But most of us don't have as many lights as you do either.
Well,
To light up the
and we didn't experience any problems until Monday. I noticed all day the Wi-Fi was kicking in and out all over the house. And the only thing, and I thought about it yesterday morning, right when I was going to work, the only thing that changed was I plugged in that fourth fixture Monday. And then I plugged in the fifth one that night. So then I thought about it because I remember at the store before we switched everything over to LED, they had to put in hardwired boosters all over the store because of the fluorescent interference.
So how's things been going for Grown at Home Academy?
Do what?
How's the academy? Everything been working out for the academy?
Yeah. Good.
At least that's all going well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would hear from. Sure hear about it once you got home.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. We had I actually, when I got to work that day, I went and talked to my boss and another guy there that knows way more about this stuff. And I said, here's the deal. This is what's going on. This is what I think it might be. And they said, you're absolutely right. They said that those extra fixtures, because they're closer, they're not on the very, very front side of the house.
Yeah.
They said those ballasts, they put out those signals, and they said it's just jack. And then I talked to the cable guy today, the guy that used to work to the cable company. And he said, how much? He said, are you still experiencing problems? I said, massively. I said, we have to turn everything off. And he said, yeah. He said, it's your fixtures. He said, when CFLs first came out, they had multiple calls from people that were experiencing major problems with their Wi-Fi, with their internet. And they come to find out, like, especially the one lady he told me about, she immediately switched everything over to CFLs, and that's when it went crazy. Her Wi-Fi just completely dropped out. So I was like, great. And the light fixture right above me still has CFLs in it. I just looked up and realized that. I haven't switched those over to LEDs yet.
Yeah, and I went and did that recently because and you know those ones that put out a good amount of light, those aren't the cheapest pack of bulbs at all. They're $14 for like 4 or whatever.
No, LEDs are.
And it's just like, man,
LEDs are.
This is the next level of ripping off for lighting.
Yeah, but they're supposed to last a long time.
I know, but at the initial time, you know, when you're trying to scrounge for money and you go, damn, $14 for this fan, $15 for that fan, and all these other lights or whatever else, it's like, man, I didn't know I was going to have to spend money on this. I had other plans.
I cheaped out on the LEDs. I bought like 4 packs, but they were all on sale, and I only did like 1 light at a time. So I got a 3-light fan right here. Only one has a light bulb in it. That one over there has 4 light bulbs in it. I only have 1 LED light bulb in it.
Oh, Aaron showed up too. Hey, Aaron.
Yeah, hey, Aaron.
I can message people when, you know, Ace puts LEDs on sale, because that's the time to buy them.
I don't have an Ace anywhere near me, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there might be an Ace hardware store downtown. I always call it Red Sox, but I think they might be Ace.
I go into all the time because the post office where I deliver my packages, they have a post office in there, so I go to Ace all the time, so I don't have to go to the main post.
Yeah, both the grocery stores here have mini post offices in them too. A sale nationwide. Oh, like if Ace does a sale, it's all corporate stores, right?
Typically, when Ace releases sales, it is because Aces are all individually owned. You only have so many actual corporate stores. Like ours is not a corporate store. That's why, like, the Ace I work at isn't your typical hardware store. It's more along the lines of a big box store. They're so big. So, but yeah, each Ace is kind of like it's just like grocery stores. They choose the sales. But if it goes national on TV that they have this on sale or that on sale, then it's all Aces, period.
Yeah, I like our Aces around here. It's one of the only Aces I've ever been to that sells ammo.
Yeah, there's one up in Washington, PA that does that. We have so many people coming to our store. Do you guys have the guns and the ammo and blah, blah? And we're like, no, that's about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, we don't have guns, but we've got ammo. Just because the guy's a big hunter. I remember one of my guys I worked with said, have you been to that the Ace right by my house? I'm like, yeah. He's like, did you ever look up? And I'm like, what do you mean look up? So the next time I went there, I walked in and I deliberately looked up, and there were I think three, like shoulder mount elk. Which, if you don't know how big an elk is, those things are gigantic. They're like 1,000 pounds, and they had full size mounts on the wall in there. But you'd never notice unless you looked up.
Wow.
Russ says, Texas here, everywhere. Guns and ammo.
Yeah. Most parts of West Virginia are like that, too.
Well, I find it hilarious because, like, the Ace I'm talking about, if you were good at throwing a football, you could, if you stood in their parking lot, you could throw a football into the ocean. Like, that's how close we are to the beach.
Nice.
I'm not going to pretend like I could, but if you were good at throwing a football, you could do it.
Hey, Chris.
See, the one I worked at, it's actually, the building is an old grocery store building, and it was the largest at one time until Walmart came into town, and Witchy's grocery store I worked at years back, they expanded too. But people come in all the time, especially with the oil and gas industry boom around here. All the out-of-towners that live here now and that, they come in all the time. They're like, wow, how is there an Ace this big? And I'm like, well, there's Aces all over. We're one of the largest on the East Coast. There's one up in Pittsburgh that actually was the largest, and it's pretty sweet looking too. I've seen the Service Star I worked at years ago before they became an Ace. The guys that owned the store I worked at, it was their cousins that owned the big Ace up there in Pittsburgh. They still do, but but we're the largest one in our region.
Russ says, you throw a football here, it lands in the desert.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
I'll start calling you Marshmallow, Chris. You're too many posts with Marshmallow on there. I'm gonna change the Chris Marshmallow Garden or something.
Well, hey, before we get any farther in, and we got an hour and 20 minutes till the cutoff time, we're going to throw a couple extra things into the winning. Of course, we have the 2-ounce jar of the Crimson Blaze, which will be the last time anybody can get it until fall, as long as my plants don't all die off on me. But we're going to throw in a bottle of the Harvest Edition from Allegheny City Farms, Harvest Edition, Pittsburgh style hot sauce. Everybody see it?
Really good.
And really hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
And then we also have, if you can read that, I don't know if it's backwards or not. It's a gift certificate for our very own Grown at Home in West Virginia for 1 ounce of powder blend come fall once they're all released. The winner, we are going to have actually a list. We just started it last night. Donna put it all together because there's a bunch of people since Johnny Scalville did his video that got a hold of us. And there is now a waiting list, so to speak. But we're going to offer incentives for people that want to get on that list. They will be contacted a week or 2 weeks before we release everything. And then they can get their first picks of what they want to buy before it goes to the general public. Sweet. So kind of like a GH VIP type thing, but
Cool.
But the gift certificate will be for 1 ounce, for one jar of whatever blend you want.
Cool.
When the time comes. Yep. So we'll have the 2 ounce jar of Crimson, the Allegheny City Farms Harvest Edition sauce, and the Grown at Home gift certificate added to the kitty. And I know the current bid, as far as I know, is up at $200 and standing.
And I'm on AlleghenyCityFarms.com right now, and it says Harvest Edition is sold out.
Yeah, he's sold out. He's been sold out. The only place that I know of you can get it is Old Agnes store online. The other place might still have some. There was another like Heat. I can't remember what it's called. Heat Sauce Shop or something like that. They had some, but I don't know if they still do or not.
I've used them for a couple of the hot sauces I got.
Yeah. What's it actually called, the store?
Heat.com. Yeah, I believe it's heat.com.
Heat.com. Okay. I think that's the one that he's on.
Let me look at it, what it was. I'll keep going, but I'll look and see what it is.
Yeah, because it was funny because old Agnes is on the West Coast and the other place is on the East side.
Let me break in here just for a second before it goes off the screen. Susan says, hey guys, I want to throw out kudos for BD and his work. After Monday's live stream, he was up until 3 a.m., midnight my time, and I finally had to tell him to go to bed. So that's like dedication type stuff, if I'm reading that right.
Yes.
So, yeah, thanks, BD. I appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody else does.
I agree, BD. That's freaking awesome. I message you. You know how we feel about it. You do some awesome work, man.
Yep.
And I've said that as well. Thanks for doing my logo and everything else, BD.
And he said, BD says, laughing out loud, thanks, Susan. Mission accomplished. And Bernie says, you throw a football here and it lands in 2 feet of snow. Well, here it lands in about 6 inches of snow because we're melting now. So,
yes. So, David, it's Heat Hot Sauce Shop.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
So it's heathotsauce.com, and they still do have the Harvest Edition.
Okay, and it's probably what, $8.99?
$9.99.
$9.99. Okay. So you have a chance to get it free. Well, not free, but if you bid over $200.
Well, you can look at it this way. There's when I get hot sauces there, I think it's what, $3 or $4 shipping. So you're looking at, that's another $14 bottle of hot sauce if you were to get it shipped. So that's all into it as well. So yeah, that's just more to it.
That's why when I go to places like that online, I make sure I'm getting multiple things because I'm not spending the shipping just for one bottle of stuff.
Yeah.
I think if it's been over 50 or 60, you get it free.
Yeah. A lot of places do that now.
Yeah.
I know Tom's been bummed because he's been sold out for a while. He didn't expect, he was like us. We were in the same boat. He didn't expect the onslaught of sales quite like he got.
Right.
When you make something good, people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I still have a lot. I mean, it's not like I went through it. It's like I can't go through just me by myself all these hot sauces like constantly.
Yeah.
I'm not up to Bloomberg's level yet.
Yeah.
So
well, that's how I am. My shelf in there that I emptied it out about 6 months ago. I gave a bunch of bottles away to a guy at work. Him and his boys, they love hot sauces. Stuff that I knew was getting ready to expire, stuff that I've gotten over the last couple of years, and I go to powders before I go to sauces. And so, but when I do go on a sauce binge, I'll rip through one of these bottles in a week. And well, I'm not necessarily Harvest Edition; it's pretty hot. But again, now my shelf is filled right back up. I'm like, oh, geez. And it's mostly ACF. Arthur Wayne sauces.
I got a lot of different ones, but I got a lot also when they do the hot sauce festival down here. So a lot of the local vendors from around Texas, I'll go and get their stuff. I mean, they have other vendors too, not just Texas, but I try to get all of them. So.
Well, I had yours, but yours didn't last long. I go on one of them binges. When I get something that's good, it doesn't last long in the fridge.
Well, like I said, I made 14 bottles of the strawberry, and then I made 10 of the peach. So minus 2 each, because one's going for the winner tonight, and then the other one's already spoken for as well. For the set. So
right.
And Brando's in the house.
Hey, Brando, what's up?
What's up, Brando?
Hey, hi to Scott. Scott's in the house too.
Scott Tippett.
Scott, did you get your temperature down in the greenhouse, or have you got the swamp cooler installed yet? Yeah. He told me his temperature in his greenhouse yesterday, and I couldn't believe how it was. So he's trying to get the temperatures down.
Hey, Dave, what's the I'm still on Allegheny City Farms site. He's got Pittsburgh style hot sauce oak barrel aged edition.
Yes.
I mean, that's just what, longer fermentation or?
Yeah, it was fermented in oak barrels from I can't remember what the brewery is up there, but they're barrels that they use for their brewing. One of the breweries up there. I actually have one on the shelf that I haven't opened yet. I also have the oak barrel edition of the Kung Pao Rush.
Oh yeah, I was just going to ask you. So I'm looking at that on the that hot sauce. They have that. It looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't opened either one yet.
Susan says, "Yeah, Charles, I saw those bottles. They look awesome." And Scott says, "I got it in there. It was good today."
Cool. Yeah, he said he was sitting at 114 yesterday.
Wow.
That's a little on the rough side.
I'm just hoping to get up in the 50s and consistently so I can get mine up so I can get some of these plants out there.
We got up to 30 today.
We were at 41. We had snow all day off and on. Nothing ever laid. We had a complete whiteout at one point, and then the sun was out 10 minutes later. Nothing laid, except for up on the hills. You can see the trees were all coated, but it just did that off and on all day long.
Yeah,
and last night it was 52 degrees last night.
Oh, jeez.
We were talking earlier, and I said, yeah, it was only like right below 60 or maybe right at 60. I looked at my weather app, and it said the high today was 78. It was not 78 here today.
Look at this. Sometimes those weather apps are wrong. That's like, I don't even know where they're giving weather to you.
I say that all the time. Where do they get their information from?
I mean, I'm like, are you talking about a different, it's, a different part of the country with the same name or what? So, yeah. So, today was 59, 60. And then like tonight we're going down to 39. So like I said, we're on the roller coaster again. So
it's March.
Like I said, for me, that's why I'm waiting on my plants. Wait until after Easter.
Yeah. March is probably one of the most horrible months, weather-wise.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think February is the worst.
Well, February kind of stays. It still stays semi-consistent. March is the one that drives me crazy because it just goes up, down, up, down. It's like, nope, nope.
Hey, look, spring is here. Oh, winter's back.
Yeah, it's like, son of a mother.
That's what I don't like about April, because that's what it's like here. It's like, oh my God, it's like 85 degrees. And then the next day it's like, 60-mile-an-hour winds and it's like 45 degrees, which means it feels like it's 30-something degrees.
Well, that's what last night it was 52 degrees at 8:30 or 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it was down to 41. 9:30, it was down to 38. And we had a massive thunderstorm come through and there was slush out there. It's like, what? Mother Nature needs to take her pill again.
Yeah, Sunday night it started raining here. Then it turned to freezing rain with a thunderstorm. And before the thunderstorm was done, it was snow.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly when it was. I think it was like a week ago or maybe longer, but we had a thunderstorm roll through. And we haven't had a thunderstorm since summer. I forgot all about thunderstorms. There was no lightning or anything, but you could hear the thunder in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Rain, and man, I love that.
Yeah, that was beautiful last night. I was like, man, if that would have been about 12:31, that would have been perfect. I'd have been out like a baby.
I'm so lame. I actually have videos on my channel of thunderstorms or lightning storms.
That would be awesome. I'd play those all night long.
It didn't hold up. It wasn't as good as it is like when you're actually there. Like you could actually hear the light or the thunder and everything, but it wasn't nearly as good. Maybe if I had it on surround sound, maybe it would be okay.
I think I need to take Rev's advice and start carrying a movie camera around with me. I wanted to get to the shop before the thunderstorm ended so I could record the thunder uh, snow. Red, look at the chat.
Wow.
Appreciate that, Joe.
Hey, okay, I didn't want to say anything in front of Tom, but I kind of tipped my hand this morning. I'm sure you got the text message.
No, I got a message that said, "Do not read the former message," so I didn't.
Sweet. I was hoping you would listen to me. Did you really?
Yeah.
Anyways, any of you, if you would like to tip or donate, instead of doing it on YouTube where they're going to take 30% of it, we set it up where people have been sending me donations towards this, and I'm not going to tell you how much we're up to now because it's none of Tom's business yet until this is all said and done. You can get a hold of me privately, and I will give you our PayPal, and you can send it to us. That way there's no taxes, blah, 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 and every cent will go straight to him. Because that's awesome to be able to tip him like that, but YouTube does take out 30%.
30%.
And he don't get it until he reaches a certain amount anyway, so he'll get it much faster from us.
Right.
But just so everybody who's watching afterwards knows, Joe424 made a $20 donation.
Which is freaking awesome.
That's gigantic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't know you were going to do that. I wanted to announce that earlier, but he said, dang it.
Are you obligated to it as soon as you put it in there?
I don't know.
You take and put in the amount and everything else beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Russ says, well, Rev, you are 22.70 cents closer.
That's some quick math.
Because I forget what the total amount from Monday night was. Russ says you can retract it.
It was $29.99, I think.
$24.99.
$24.99. That's right.
Yeah.
I wonder, Rev, if you could take and send it back to him so he could send it through Dave instead.
No, I think they're saying that you can do that. That's what they're saying on the chat. You can retract it.
Yeah, that's up to him.
Yeah.
Susan jokingly says, say, oops, I meant to push $2, laughing out loud.
Well, if you don't watch it when you're fiddling around with it, you think you want to put like we're discussing in the last live stream, 501 or whatever, and it won't let you do it or whatever you like have $501, like you think, oh, 501, I'm going to be funny, and it's $501, and then there's got to be a way to get out of it.
Yeah, there was a big controversy going on. I don't remember exactly when it was, but one of the Twitch broadcasters, somebody went to donate like $30 to him, and the period didn't show up, and he didn't realize it, and ended up donating $3,000 to the guy. And he told the guy that it was a mistake, and the guy refused to give it back to him. I don't know how it came out, but I would understand it as a mistake, and I would take and return it myself.
So, Dave, can you repeat about the donations?
What was that?
Here's one like for you to repeat about how to do the donations.
If you would like to donate, just message me on Hangouts because we're all Google family here, and I'll give you the PayPal account or email, whatever, to send it to. And just send it under friends and family because it's not a business transaction because ours is set up as a business account. So they'll take all kinds of fees and stuff out if you send it as a business transaction. So just send it under the friends and family. So that way we can get Rev every cent.
So, question just popped into my little head. How long are you going to take these donations for?
We will run that through. What's today? Wednesday. We'll run that through. We'll say Saturday because we're gonna we're gonna hopefully send the check out Monday. Or no, sorry. We will send the check out Tuesday, so we'll run it. We'll run donations through Sunday because we have to get the money transferred from PayPal to our checking account, so that way we can cut the check.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we've never done, so we got to take time to figure that out. All our funds from this year from the business that went through PayPal are still sitting in PayPal.
I do it all the time. So it just transfers to my bank account.
Yeah,
that's what they said. Everybody said it's not difficult. You just add your whatever routing number to it or something, and then it sends it whatever you want sent to it.
Right.
Yeah, if you use PayPal,
Is it? Go ahead.
If you use PayPal to pay for things, your account information is already in there. So when you go to take and withdraw the money, it sends right back through to the same account. So you don't have to put anything else in. You just do a withdrawal on it.
Yeah.
Anytime
payments, I've never had it attached to an account. We always had a credit card, or we just use the PayPal balance when we shop. But we don't shop from there other than business stuff.
Okay. Because yeah, I have it taken right from my account, so it goes right back into my account. Susan says, don't they take out for friends and family too? No, they don't. As long as it's under a certain amount, like I send a payment to my sister. I send her like $200. It doesn't cost me anything to send it because it's a family transaction, and she receives $200. Now, if she goes and takes and transfers it from there to her bank account, she may incur a small fee there. But like when I sell on eBay and I get this stuff, it all goes into my PayPal account. I mark it that I sold it, but then I'll use my PayPal balance for buying other things. So I don't transfer to my main account too often.
All right.
How's it going, JT?
What's up, JT?
JT Bears in the house. Okay, that came out a little weird.
JT, the bid is currently stands at $200.
That shocks.
Where's she at? I don't see her.
No, she should be looking over JT's shoulder.
Oh, hi, Shocks.
Laughing at all of us.
And that's just for the prize pack. That's not including the donations.
Yeah, that's not including donations that we've already taken.
Rocky's in the house too.
Hey, Rocky.
JT says, been looking for a while.
Nice. Which means Shocks has been lurking for a while. Look, there she is. Well, there GT said she was.
But I think it's awesome. So many people coming together to help you out here.
I think it's been a great couple of days.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been flying on a high for 2 days.
I was just waiting to see, it's like as seen on TV commercial. But wait, there's more. I mean, that's what I was looking at all the time. But wait, there's more. But wait, more.
And JT says, I agree, 150%. Susan says, so what do you think about Rev opening the envelope on the live stream? Oh, and don't tell him what's in it.
So we can watch him cry.
Yeah, don't tell him.
That's an idea.
Total and what do you think about that, Rev?
It's up to the chat. They're the ones doing it.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm putting my vote in as a yes.
I will second that. So Dave, don't tell him how much it is, or how much it ends up being.
What, donations?
Correct.
So we want to just wait till he actually sees it, or?
Yep. You'll send him the envelope, and on a live stream, he'll open the envelope. We're getting lots of absolutely's and yeses and things.
We can do that because technically we won't. I mean, I'm sure people are going to still try to do donations up until Sunday. So.
Yep.
So we won't have we wouldn't have a total till then, anyways.
Yep.
But we'll find out for the prize pack auction tonight.
Yeah, we'll find out the bid tonight. And
yeah. And Miss Susan says,
"Sorry, Susan. I was trying to find."
She's probably at her computer snapping her fingers. Dave.
Okay, I gotta say it. You know, Susan, if you were on here,
I'm trying to pay attention to this and my phone at the same time, so I'm getting messages.
Well, we know Susan's not yelling at her computer. And you said, Rob, you were saying about having on tonight. Well, she was texting me or messaged me earlier and said, yeah, she lost her voice on Sunday and hasn't had her voice. So even if she wanted to be on, she couldn't be on tonight. Well, I guess she could. She would just have to do like some weird sign language or something.
Make flashcards.
Flashcards. There you go.
Well, you can see an image and you can type into the chat.
Yeah.
She says, that's right, Rev, and you know why. I don't know why, and I don't think I need to know why. Do I?
That was because she's screaming at her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She lost her voice on Monday. I would have thought that was it. Every time Dave froze or whatever, she's yelling, what the heck, Dave? Why are you freezing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Susan says flashcards are sold 2 weeks ago. Plus, that's Charles' thing.
I had a damn good time making those flashcards, mind you. And I thought really the icing on the cake was putting that big sign on my moving lights in my grow tent. I thought that was awesome, like a banner. I thought that was cool. I had a good time.
I like how everybody followed suit. You just saw flashcards and arrow gardens and
written in the snow.
Cups.
Written in the snow.
Yeah, in the snow.
Yeah, that's when the hashtag thing really took off. Even though they're kind of fictional, I guess, but still, it's still fun to go and do those things. I mean, that's what I wrote on my post. Talking about how things are. I mean, how good a community we have, and things can get ugly sometimes between people or whatever. But then we can go and be very comedic and sometimes cross the line. But at the end of the day, we're all one big happy group that I think gets along great, and we do whatever we can for each other.
I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
JT says
it's just like family. It's one big happy dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Julian Costa. Okay, I'm not familiar with your name, but welcome to our show this evening.
Hello.
What's up, Julian?
Hello, all. Nice to see everyone. Yep. Cool. Welcome. And let's see. Charles in charge of flashcards. Russ says, hey, Rocky, did I miss somebody else coming
in? Just been JT, Rocky, Julian, and that's, I think, about it. Fairly recent.
I think I said, hey, Rocky was in the house. Yeah. Okay. JT says, the PLC is a great group. Chat saying, hi, Julian, welcome. So's JT. Julian says, I am new. Yaya sent me the link. Oh, cool. Thanks, Yaya. Aren't you guys hanging out?
Yep.
They don't have an agenda, except to hang out. That come out right.
It's close enough. We get what you're saying.
Yeah, JT says, interesting night to join in the fun. I agree. BD says, hello, Rocky, Julian, and JT. Russ says, Julian is my brother from another mother. Okay, so Julian is a guy, not a her. So if I made a her comment, I apologize. My mistake. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Let's see. That's my
I
bro.
don't think I've ever heard a girl named Jillian. Jillian? I've never heard of Julian as a girl.
Yeah. It's like Chris. Can go both ways. Leslie can go both ways. Or Ashley, for that matter.
Charles, he just wants some attention.
No, he's got the cone of shame on, so his ear itches.
Oh, jeez.
Poor puppy.
So,
yeah, Murphy hated
the cone of shame.
He's just getting used to what that actually was, and now he can't use it. Right. I guess he can still use it. He's shooting blank.
That's accurate. Yes.
Poor puppy.
Yeah.
Never had a chance.
Man, I wish. Man, you know how good a life these dogs have. Man, really nice food all the time. Everybody tending to them, just lounging around all day, no worries in the world. I try to every morning. I'm telling them, why the hell don't you go to work for me? Instead of me going to work so I could provide food for you and stuff. never take me up on the offer.
Yeah, they had steak on sale last week, and so for like 2 days in a row, I made some, I forget what it was, strip steak, I think, and with some mushrooms and onions and green peppers sauteed all over them. Yeah, I didn't finish all of it. There was some fat left over and everything, and yeah, the little dog, man, did she peg out on that? She would like eat that stuff and then get down to the dog food and kind of look at me like, wait, what? Like, I thought we had something going here.
Julian says, so I missed all the awesome sauces you got in the box. Good stuff? Very good. What JT's asking what the list of goodies has grown to. So at the Allegheny City Farms hot sauce harvest edition, you said? That was just added to the list.
A gift certificate for a 1 ounce powder blend for next season.
And then the 2 ounce jar of crimson.
But wait, there's more.
But there is lots more. Keep it going, Rob, Charles. I can't remember it all.
Me either. I have to bring up the PLC. And
I mean, just Jay's list alone was huge.
Yeah.
Charles, you got what?
Mine's just 2 hot sauces.
There you go.
2 hot sauce. I mean, if I had more, I would. I mean, there's certain more things that I would do, but I mean, I'm not like Jay who I make that many sauces. Right. So you got Gage. Gage has 3 sauces, 2 and a couple seed packs. Rob's got Rob Bloomberg, seed packs and powders. Like Jay was the chili oil, the 4 bottles of sauce, the powder, the seeds. He had all sorts of things. Scott had 2 jars of jam.
Like big jars.
A mixed thing of candies. BD Beats has a 10-pack of seeds. Dave's you have the 2 ounce of crimson, a certificate for 1 ounce next year, the Allegheny City Farms Harvest Edition.
Brando candies.
Nick from Chili Wonka's, he put in some sauces, I believe, and did he powders as well?
Yeah,
Can't-
2 spice shakers and
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
5-ounce
Nick,
bottles.
Nick put some things in.
Which Nick does like actual season blends, if I remember right, doesn't he?
Right.
And
Yeah.
Bloomberg too.
Yeah, Bloomberg said that.
Awesome.
Oh, and Susan. Oh, crap.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Susan's good.
I know you can't speak, so don't speak cursing at me. She's given away the 2 Ricotos, the orange and red.
Orange and red, and she's also given coveted seeds away for her.
White and green.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. I said it, Susan. It's a long list. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to start taking all of our aggression from Dave to me.
Hey, I'm glad it's you, not me this time.
And you said Brandon has the candy, right?
Yep.
The hot chocolates.
Yeah.
And Brandon, you said
I did
that,
say
right?
that, yeah.
Okay.
And as soon as we have a winner and we get, their payment and address and all that, I will put the address out to, or we will all put the address out to everybody that has contributed so they can ship it to them.
Well, it could be somebody we already have the address to, because anybody who's ever got from me, I have their address. Sometimes I have to ask for it again because I have to go look for it in my,
Yeah.
on my phone or whatever it is.
Well, I do the same thing on PayPal. Like I get I have the emails. We send it through the emails. Well, like anybody that buys multiple times, I still ask them for email, not thinking that I can get, when I get on PayPal, I just go to the list and go through and find their email.
Russ says $200 is a steal so far.
Yes, it is.
And says, Julian, there's my birthday gift. Paula says, and those are actual Ricoto seedlings, not just seeds.
Yep,
Yes.
those are seedlings.
JT says, that's just an amazing list of stuff. I agree.
They're pretty good size too. She posted those. They're pretty good size Ricotos too.
And she posted pictures, yeah.
Yeah, those aren't no tiny little seedlings. Those
And
are.
Susan says, I'm not chopped liver. I'm not.
know that. Like I said, that's a long list. I mean, like, if it was a list that was told to us on Monday, maybe so. But I mean, it changed like 7 times in 2 days. So I'm trying to remember it all.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bad memory, especially when I'm on live streams.
Obedi says, I'm making my pack tonight, picking out some very nice seed varieties. And Susan's saying, yes, I'm sending live plants, Paula. I posted a pic yesterday of the plants.
And Russ said that, yeah, that could be his birthday present. Julian said back, the stickers you got me weren't $200 plus.
What Paula said, hell, I'm bad about that. I mean, I'm bad on that on my videos. I don't know. I mean, I should just call them plants, but I wind up always calling the little ones seedlings. But they're like plants. And hell, I didn't know how big my seedlings or plants were until I took inventory yesterday and took them out of the damn tent. I didn't know how big they were. They were a hell of a lot bigger than I thought they were. Because that's the first time they've been out of the tent since they were little bitty. So I don't know. I just keep, lifting the 1 3-inch pot and dumping more water in there. I never take them out. Or, it's got nutrients and stuff in it as well. But
yeah, JT, that was amazing. It started with just that 2-ounce jar, and then within minutes, it just snowballed.
a lot of it is that like Gage, he wanted to contribute, and I know that. I mean, I'm not speaking for him. I guess I can, but he didn't like the fact that Google was taking out money for something he wanted to donate. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'll throw in sauces." And I was like, "Well, I'm fixing to make some, and I'll throw sauces in too." And then BD said he would do the seeds, and Bloomberg said he would do the seeds and powder, and it just went on from there.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then even yesterday, we still had people joining in. You had Jay come in. Nick, was that today or yesterday that Nick jumped in?
I believe that was today. I don't know. BD knows all the revisions. He's the one that's been up for like 48 hours. He doesn't get any sleep. He's just listening to jams and doing the graphics. Then they get messages going, "Oh, I got to change it again." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Susan, I guess, have been working hand in hand.
So discussions going back and forth between Paul and Susan about where's the line between seedling and plant. And I have no clue.
I want to know this answer.
I'm gonna guess that seedling would be, I don't know, the first like 3 or 4 leaves that come off. And what did Paula say? Not the collatin or whatever the first leaves are.
Yeah.
Cotyledon.
Yeah, I'd say like after like the 3rd set of leaves, that becomes an established plant.
I'm just going to start calling them plants. I'm not ever saying that on any updates anymore. Well, yeah, I can't really anymore. So.
Julian's asking, how long have you all been into peppers?
This is my second year.
But it depends on how you take that question, because even as a kid, I liked hot things.
This is my second year.
Okay. Because I've always liked hot foods. But I've only been growing peppers off and on for 5 years now.
I was, before 2 years ago, I was jalapeno hot.
Yeah.
And I've went
pepper hot.
way beyond that now. So.
Yeah, I've been growing, I don't know, like 10 years, something like that. But that was, bell peppers, whatever I could find at the store. And it wasn't until, 3 years ago, Dave sent me Super Hots.
And then it snowballed.
That's when that started.
It snowballed. I'm on 10 years, too.
Yeah, what's that saying? That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Rob, though. I've liked hot things since I was a kid. I was the crazy one as a teenager to sit there and drink the hottest sauce and blah, 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 and turn 10 shades of purple and red, but started growing 10 years ago.
Yeah, I started about 5 years ago with the ghost pepper. Then the next year I grew a few more, and then the next year a few more. And then last year, what did I have? 18, 20? I don't know. I'm not like a big grower or anything like Mr. Dave here.
Well, my first one was just one single habanero plant. I've shared that story. I still save seed from it. I grow it out, and I save seed from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stop with one. I think my first habaneros was 3.
Well, that's what I did the second year. I went up to, I think it was 3 plants, and then from there it went into everything else. It escalated very quickly.
Then for me, last year was 56. That was my first year. And this year I'm going to do probably 156.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what next year brings after this season. I'll tell you if I'm ever going to do this again.
So Paula says, I haven't found a reliable site that has an answer, but most sources I found said it's no longer a seedling after the 4th or 5th true leaf. That's interesting. And JT says, Brando was born with a pepper plant in his hand. Oh.
Yeah, I would say that that's about where the seedling to plant part would go. That's why I guessed like that, only because it's, I don't know, seedlings, I believe, to me, seedlings are fragile. Plants are not as fragile. So that's why I was going with like 3 to 5 leaves, something like that. Because after 5 leaves, you can really abuse your plants and they'll take it. But before that, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
If you don't water them or, something.
Yeah, don't forget to water, especially when you transplant.
Yeah, if you tap the tray and the leaves are starting to fall off.
Yeah, you come in there and go, what the hell? I forgot to water.
Let's see.
Ha 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 ha. It took me a second for that to register. You know what? I have another tray did it too. My Primos now. About 6 or 7 of them. I checked them today. I mean, they're shot. And it wasn't because I didn't water those. I don't know what's going on now. I'm thinking the lights. This is only the second year I'm using these type of lights, and I think there's a learning curve to them because you can, turn 4 on and have 4 off, and then it could be the 4 out. It could be 2 bulbs on the outer ends, and then or 4 in the middle. I don't know. They're just not liking transplanting right now.
That goes for any lights, though. I mean, that's all I use is LED, and you'll do the LED burn on a plant real quick. You'll go, is this supposed to be a purple leaf variety? It's not supposed to be a purple leaf variety. It's supposed to be green leaf, but it's LED burned. So then to back off on those.
So. See, that's what I'm thinking. It's too. I have them down too low or something because it's too bright. Because some of them got like the burn spots on them, like the yellow brownish spots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, crap. They're showing leaf burn, some of them, and then they're just dropping.
I don't think I've ever had that, but I'm also only using T12s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the good fluorescents. I've got the old style. But they take.
That's all I used up until last year.
Yeah, they love those things. They do great. I always think I'm doing really good because they grow so good under the T12s until I actually take them outside. And then, they've been growing maybe an inch a month, and then you take them outside and they grow like a foot in a month.
Yeah. Yeah. I figure I'm going to raise the fixtures up. I already got them like a foot above the plants, but I'm going to raise them up higher.
Well, I just got 4 of those UFO LED lights, and I just tried one in my little grow room that I have in the other room, and that sucker's bright, and I've got it hanging a good 20 inches above my plants.
Mine's 18 to 24 for a smaller one. For smaller plants, 18 to 24 inches. Depend on your wattage too. So
50 watt.
Yeah.
I love that. Julian said, I tried to grow a plant once. Wasn't a pepper plant. As long as it was a plant.
Let me catch up with the chat here. Teasing a little bit about Brando being born with a pepper in his hand, and Chad says, Brando used a habanero for a pacifier. And Susan says, okay, cool, Paula. Thanks for the info. Maybe Rob, my name's spelt wrong, mind you, will mention it if he's keeping up with the chat.
Oh, man, that reminded me. We should totally start a whole Brando meme. Like they do with Chuck Norris. Like they have like all those memes. Like Brando once ate a pepper and the pepper burned.
Yeah.
I guess you would say reaper. You know, Brando once ate a reaper, and the reaper burned.
Susan says, I love watching Rob's face when he reads something funny. Okay. Hopefully it's a good thing, yeah. Laughing out loud, Julian. Okay. Julian says, they got those aquarium lights that you can customize the spectrum, but I don't know if they give off UVA or UVB rays. When it comes to aquariums, they try not to have those spectrums in there because it promotes algae growth. So they shy away from the spectrums that we're looking for. So aquarium lights are a no go. I know that for a simple fact because I have one, two, three, four, five, 6 aquariums in the other room.
And if you didn't know, algae is a plant, even though it grows in water.
Yeah.
Eric Petro. Not sure I know that name, but hey, Eric, welcome to the show this evening.
He's been on the last couple. He got his sauce from me today. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Cool. Well, I'm sorry welcome tonight. JT says, hiya, Eric. And Susan says, sorry, Rob. With my name spelled right this time. And Susan, I'm just teasing you. Don't take it personally. Anthony says, yo, Eric. BD says, hello, Eric.
You can imagine what Susan would be like if she was yelling at her computer right now.
Poor Susan.
No voice.
That sucks, man. I can't imagine that happening. My dog would be so lonely if I wasn't talking to her all the time.
And Peppa.
Oh, yeah, and Peppa.
I also spelled it right in all caps, too.
Rob, that Jeff. They all end with double of the same letter. ROBB, DD, and JEFF. So they all end in double letters.
Yeah.
They all have a consonant and then a vowel, and then double letters.
Yep.
Well, let's announce we are at the half-hour mark. So if anybody is on this live feed and is wanting to come in with bids, we've got 30 minutes to go.
Les PA Pyro's in the house. Welcome back. And welcome to our show again tonight. Russ says, is that a Wu-Tang hoodie? Hoodie for who? Must be you, Dave.
That's got to be Dave.
No, actually, it's a Carhartt. It does kind of look like Wu-Tang, don't it, from up there?
Very close.
Yeah.
Similar.
Nah. I had a Wu-Tang hoodie at one time.
Susan says, Rev, patience is a virtue. And Susan's asking, has anyone checked PLC?
I just checked it about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Charles, you check it?
Like a ghost town.
That's close. Anderto says, once caught Pokemon from a landline. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
There's the silence that we all talk about.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm making a comment on the post.
Well, that's fine. And there's a lot of comments too. This has turned into a long post.
Is that the penned one?
Yeah. Long. Like 60 comments.
The original one? Yeah, it's pretty big. I know Brando says, oh, now everyone goes out. Yep.
I blame Rob.
Yeah, Rob leaves. We all shut up. Now you know who the instigator is.
Right. Yes, JT, that is absolutely correct. Blame Rob, Todd, Jeff. He's not in here. He's somewhere else. That's fine.
Yeah, I
Just
mean that's like the theme of the live stream. If someone's not here, it's their fault.
their fault.
Good God. How
If
many
they're not
weeks was
on,
it my fault?
usually it only works if they're on the live stream, but they have to like go to the bathroom or something. So
Yeah.
Okay.
whenever that happens, then whoever that is, doesn't matter if it's me or Charles or Rob or you or anybody, it's their fault.
Well, while everybody else is on here, I guess we could do promotion for other things too. So tomorrow, make sure that you check out the Bat and Bear show at 10 p.m. So while there's a good number of people on here, go check out.
23 and a half hours from now.
Yes, the Bat and Bear show with Make It Wayne, Batman, and Aaron, the bear. One of the bears. We have 17 bears in Pepper Lovers community. So like I was a bear temporarily. Yeah, that got pushed to the side. There's too many bears.
Hey, crap. West PA Pyro, the auction is actually going on right now. We are still taking bids up until 11 o'clock. While we're on the live feed, 11 o'clock is it. We cut it off. We announced and right now the highest bid stands at $200.
We got 27 minutes.
So technically the auction is going on right now, but high bid is at 200. So you can either bid on here on the chat or message me on Hangouts if you don't want to make it public until we announce the winner.
And Jillian, blame the person that can't defend themselves. Haha, it happens everywhere. Absolutely. That's
always find your scapegoat. The best thing in life is to find a scapegoat. And our scapegoat usually is Rob.
Yeah, and I hear everything that's going on, and all of a sudden it went silent, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? Did I lose connection? And then I hear something. Okay. So yeah, I can be the instigator of conversation. That's fine. So this is going to be stupid, but I want to show people anyway. I got tired of people coming in and making noise while I'm recording around here, so I made this.
Nice.
It looks good.
You can read that.
My daughter used to make like in hand-drawn signs that said the same exact thing. She would hang them on the front and back doors. We need one of those.
You get one of those little boxes like they used to have in like radio studios back in the day that just says on air.
Yeah, I was going to do one of those and put an LED light behind it, but I couldn't find a clear box or a box to put it in. But I just taped a picture frame to the back of it so it'll just stand up. I have it on my counter right by the door.
Nice.
So, yeah, anybody comes in, they see it, and I got to be quiet. But yeah, I do Perleby creations too, which you probably saw in the shop pictures or the shop videos. All the stuff on the walls are all things that I did. I'll be back again. I got to put it back.
Guess you could go and resort to like electric shock door handles. That'll zap them as soon as they try to open the door. That'll stop them.
Or Home Alone style, where you get that little charcoal starter thing and you put it on the doorknob. I would make one of those like quiet I'm recording or on air type things, but I swear, I don't know. She plays it off like she can't, but I swear my dog can't read.
Maybe you need to bark at her.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. That would be hilarious.
You need to start speaking her language.
Did you see, Chad? I'm heading to Florida this month to fish with another YouTuber. I would up the bid. You can always donate, Chad.
Susan says he even uses it when he's not recording. That would be great. Just stare at your computer screen. Oh, I'm recording.
JT, couple wires and a 9-bolt.
Well, I had a clear box that was about the size of a dollar bill, a little bit larger, and I put 96 LEDs inside it with a 9-volt battery and a push button on the outside. Tape the outer part of it so light wouldn't shine through. You put a dollar bill on top of it, hit the button, and it shines right through, and you can see the stripes in it to see if it's a legit bill or not. And that's it next to the register in the shop. A few people have tried to buy it from me. Nah, I'm not going to sell it.
You should make another one and sell the other one.
The only problem, I would love to, but the box that it's in was a parts box for one of my 3D printers. So I don't even know where I could get the box from. But yeah. Usually only see those as video game characters. Awesome craft idea. Okay. The sign. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just reading up through the... Uh-oh.
Appreciate that, Russ.
Just so everybody knows, Mr. Russ, a.k.a. Yaya is me, made a $2.70 donation. Great times, guys, with a thumbs up and a big old smiley face.
Yeah, which is his second time.
Yeah. So on behalf of Rev, thanks.
Hate it.
Let's see.
West PA Pirate says, if you get a 3D printer, why not print a new box?
I don't have clear plastic. That's why I don't have a transparent plastic that the light will shine through.
Tori Williams.
Hey, Tori.
Oh, Tori.
Yeah, I haven't watched the videos yet. I haven't watched videos in a couple of days. I've been so caught up on everything else.
Yeah, I'm trying to read the comment that Julian made. What was it? Usually only see those as video game characters. Awesome craft idea. Yeah, I like doing lots of things with further beads. Susan says, so awesome, Rob. West PA. All right. Quit making noise. I'm working here.
Yeah.
He even uses it when he's not recording. The sign? No. Then you hear screaming.
Just to cut in, we're at the 20-minute mark. 20 minutes to go. To get your last bid in.
Oh, Tori's in the house. Hey, Tori. Hello, family from Tori Williams Super Hots. Please check out my 2 videos that I posted today.
I will, Tori, sometime maybe after the live stream.
Yeah, a couple of bucks for you all, and 30% for BoobTube. I mean YouTube. Okay, I wish that super was 270. Ha.
If it was, it could be a bid, and you could take home all of those products.
Yeah.
That would definitely be the higher bid right now. Because currently we are at $200.
Cool.
With 20 minutes remaining to get in a bid to take home this amazing package. Multiple packages from all across the country.
Other Rob says, sup, Tori? I got 2 of those mustard scorpions growing from you.
Yes, Rocky, I am.
Okay, so yeah, Rocky asked if Jade's taking PayPal donations. BD says, and then I just lost it. Got deleted.
Twice. He has 2 messages retracted.
He changed his mind. You know what it is, right? He's changed that flyer so many times. He just keeps changes his chat too. He's just in that mode now. He's like, oh, hold on. Derek's in the house.
Derek
made his first post today on PLC.
Cool.
Nice.
Mr. Crazy Derek. Howdy. Welcome to our show this evening. Julian says, Then there would have to be a follow-up sample video. Oh, hey. Imagine doing a tasting video on every one of the items that's coming in this package. That could be interesting.
Minus, well, I don't know. I've got a lot of them already. So I'm not going through them right now, but I've got a lot of them.
JT says papers can keep you warm. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Charles.
That's all good.
BD says, laughing out loud, I can't type on my phone. I meant to say, hello, Tori. I got to subscribe to your channel. Cool. JT says, hi to Derek. And back and forth. Susan says, hey, Dave, don't tell Rev. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Derek. Mr. Crazy Kimberlin Opinions himself. That would be a series of videos. Could be an interesting series. Yeah, it'd have to be. West PA says, had a guy found WV send me some pepper seeds today. I wonder
Nice.
who that could be.
It wasn't me.
Really?
Nope.
Huh. Really long live streams. Okay. That would be a series of videos or really long live streams. Okay, gotcha.
Is Dave, is Brian Huff in West Virginia?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing at people who it might be. So
Yeah, he actually is 2 towns down from us
okay.
in Sistersville.
JT says, or a 4-hour super special. Bernie says, Bloomberg, I'm going to send you something on Monday. Rev just got up and walked away, Derek.
Yeah.
He didn't even say I'll be right back, because I always say I'll be right back. Other Rob says, awesome, thanks. Bernie, message me on Hangouts and I'll see what you would like. Cool. So the countdown is on.
We stand at the 15-minute mark. And currently the bid still stands at $200.
So if somebody puts in a bid here, they could overdo that 200.
Right. Yeah, you can bid here in the chat or privately, either or.
Yeah.
We're down to the countdown now. We got 15 minutes left, so.
Rocky says, Dave, I just sent you a donation for Rev. But since he's not there, he won't hear it.
Thank you, Rocky. Hey, Rocky, if you can message me on Hangouts to tell me how much, I'm making a list, but I don't have access. I'm not at my computer, so I can't check PayPal right now. I'm just kind of keeping track tonight. I mean, I'll check it later, but after the feed, because we're going to keep it open through Sunday or till Sunday night. People can give donations if they want. Just kind of let me know that you did it if you already know what our PayPal is, so that way it's not sitting there and I have no clue. Yes, Brando, it is at $200 currently with 14 minutes to go.
There's Rev. He's back. Okay, so I kind of embellished on Derek's comment of there's Rev. Rev, he missed you. We missed you. He got up and walked away and didn't even say I'll be right back or nothing. Just
I never do
everybody
that.
was saying, where's Rev?
I wait until you get into, being way back on the chat, and I'm like, oh, I got time to go to the bathroom.
Well, we were blaming you for everything while you were gone, so.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it goes.
West PA says packages say green, yellow, red, rainbox, and reaper.
The Reaper's probably nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's probably one of those mild little red things. Maroon, whatever.
Yeah, the green's wasabi.
Well, it could be. It
Hey
could be as
Charles,
well.
you got the. They're asking for a list of the prizes again since we're getting down to the wire here.
Oh, sure. Let me read this so I don't miss anything. First and foremost, I'm going to bypass everybody else's contribution and say Susan Garza is donating two plants, two ricotta plants, orange and red ricottos, so we don't forget her. Candy
And
And the 5-pack of ahi tangerine,
and the
the
five. Yes,
coveted ahi tangerine.
correct.
Have 3 ahi tangerines.
Yes. Then we'll go to Dave's contribution, which is a 2 ounce jar of Crimson Blaze, one gift certificate for a 1 ounce jar of your choice of blends for next season or this upcoming season in the future. He also has Allegheny City Farms Harvest Edition.
Which is sold out right now.
Yes.
Man, you couldn't even buy that if you wanted to.
Then you have 2 bottles of sauce from me, my strawberry fury and peach, just peachy.
which is freaking amazing.
Then you have 3 bottles of sauces from Gage, which is his Giracha, which is awesome. The Wolverine Fiesta, and I believe he had one more. Which one it was? This doesn't say on the list, but there's another sauce. I've had two. Oh, the skunk, Pole's skunk, Pole skunk. Oh, no, I forgot it. I'm screwing that name up. Sorry, Gage. He just messaged me too. I know he's bowling, but then you have the red skunk seeds from him and lithium oxide Scotch bonnet, and also you have a powder blend of his smoked G Pal, which is another awesome powder from Gage. Then you have the 2 big jars of jam from Scott, which are amazing. All of his jams are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Susan's contribution, but I'm going to mention it again since I'm going down the list. Susan Garza is contributing 2 Lakota plants, orange and red, and also a 5-pack of seeds of her ahi tangerine. Then you got
Ahi F3 or Ahi Tangerine F3. You got to get the F3 in there.
okay. Thank you, Rob Todd Jeff, for correcting me. Then you have, oh crap! I'm on the wrong reading. Oh, here it is. No, I forgot it changed again.
And a seed pack and powder sample from Rob Blumberg.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Hold on.
Let him do it.
No, I was on the wrong one. There's so many flyers.
I'm on the latest one.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so Rev, take it away.
One seed pack, 10 varieties from Beady Beats. A pack of hot candies from Brando Toe. And then one famous hot chili oil bottle, 4 bottles of hot sauce, 6 bags of various powders, 20 varieties of pepper seeds, 5 tomato seeds, sweet and sugar, and ground cherry from Jersey Shore Gardener. And 3 5-ounce sauce bottles and 2 spice shakers from Chili Wonkas.
I would say at $200, that is one heck of a deal and one heck of a steal. And Susan says, okay, you made it up for it, guys. Sponsored by Bella Gardens.
Everybody check out Bella Gardens on Google+. Plus.
Mm-hmm. Julian says, tried some strawberry habanero or jalapeno, jam from the Strawberry Festival here. Was good, but could be hotter. Yeah. JT says jalapeno is just the beginning of the journey.
Yeah.
Jalapeno
is better.
gateway pepper.
The gateway pepper.
Let's start somewhere.
Julian says, "Yeah, really, JT." And he says, "Totally." But
Or if on the other end of the spectrum, you could start at the hottest, and then if you've never had a hot pepper, just do like a Reaper, a Primo, or a Chocolate Bootleg DM, and then go down from there. You could always flip it.
Yeah. Then nothing has heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT says it's Habs from there, and before you know it, there's Reapers in the basement. Julian says, "Haha, my parents used to put jalapeno in my mouth for cursing as a kid. Big mistake." I was hooked. Chad says,
Happened a
"Chocolate
lot.
bootleg."
My parents would have done that. That would have happened a lot.
Chad says, "Chocolate bootleg." Ugh, that was just pain.
Yeah, but that, you need to try a DM.
Aren't those even hotter yet?
DM than the one you yes. Well, a DM you got to remember is about almost 5 inches long, as big as your hand,
I don't want one of those. No.
and it's got all of the good oil and goodness in it. It's really hot.
So Scott says, "GG Bear, hit me up on Hangouts. I need your address. Want to send you some jams." Cool. Bernie says, "Haha, Julian.
See you, Derek.
Later, Derek.
I have to get off here for a minute. Missed the last 10 minutes. All right, missed the last 10 minutes. Haha, you guys. Have a good night." Yep, have a good night too, Derek. We're going for a little while yet, so if you get them down and get back, you can. I guess, yeah. Julian, start.
You know I'm in Canada, right?
Okay.
No, he's on.
Sure, they sound pretty awesome, so I'd be foolish to say no. I'm in Canada, right? Yeah.
No, he's on planet Earth.
And that's why every time I'm in a live stream and someone's like, "Where's everybody from?" I'm like, "I'm from the internet."
5 minutes and counting. And the current bid stands at $200.
Cool.
But we only have 5 minutes if somebody else wants to try to go for it.
Susan says, "Oh, by the way, since the winner will be receiving prizes from different places, they could have the jam sent to me. I know who it is, but I'm not saying." Okay. Yeah, JT's laughing, says some daisies from planet Earth. Scott says, "JT, I know." Yeah, it's okay. And JT says, "Okay, just making sure you know." And Freaky says, "That should get folks thinking, Rev." So Freaky's asking, so how did the super chats go?
Crazier than I thought.
So it was $24.99 the other night, and then what, $22.70 today?
Yep. 20 from Joe.
But it helps out more if you just send the donation to Dave.
Or hit me up on the Patreon.
Right.
Yeah, Brando says, maybe I'll send one of the bootlegs like from my video I did in September of 16.
Who, to Rob?
Not to me, no.
Yeah.
BD says someone is going to shark it and bid at 10 seconds left, like on eBay. You call it shark it, I call it sniping. And JT says maybe. Julian says, really, BD? It's because we love you, Rev. Yep. Vicky says it's a start. Might happen. Yeah, there's a program that you can get for bidding on eBay called a sniper, and it'll sit in your computer will watch it, and in the last 10 seconds it'll go, or last 30 seconds it'll go active, and at the last 10 seconds it'll take and put in a predetermined set of bids so that you can get it right at the last 10 seconds of the auction.
And this is why I no longer use eBay in that sense. I do the buy it now.
We are at the and we are at the 2-minute warning, or less, minute and seconds.
Well, yeah, when I used to do eBay, I mean, I never went back. It's like, you know what? I'm spending $600 on this item. I'm putting in $600 because I mean that's my what I feel that's what I was going to spend on it. So it's silly to go back and forth and change it. No, I'm going to do this, do that. You know what you're going to pay for it anyway. So that if that's your bid, just stick with it.
Yeah, see, I don't ever do auction bids unless I'm playing a game of Tick-Off. But I always go for the buy it now stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so there's certain things that I needed. I had no choice. I needed like bridges from my guitar, from a 1985 guitar, and all this stuff, and there was no buy it now. So it was like auction. So I had no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lately I just go to Amazon. Like everything's over there, and it's usually here's the rate, free shipping. Yeah, get it going. Get it here in 2 days.
Yeah, but you can't go on eBay and find a instrument cluster for 1989 Yamaha FCR 600.
Hey, 1 minute, 1 minute and counting.
So yeah.
So if anybody wants to make a bid, you got seconds now. I think we're down to about 50 seconds.
Yep.
All right, let's turn the floor over to Dave so he can take over.
Well, we got less than a minute to go. We're standing at 200 still, so. And that person is on this live feed, so. If you win with that 200 bid, message me and let me know so I can announce who the winner is. Well, never mind. We were going to announce who the winner was anyways. Ha, ha, ha.
We're not going to?
No, we were. I was just, sorry, wires crossed. So as of right now, the winner is on this live, or the current high bid is on the live feed right now. So we will mention who it is in about 10 seconds.
And then when the 10 seconds pass, you go into a nice big long speech and then sit there and freeze. Just drive me nuts.
We got 11 o'clock?
Yes.
We got 11 o'clock. So $200 is the high bid. And our winner is Mr. Anthony Tran with his high bid of $200.
Cool.
That's who I was thinking it was.
There was a couple that were messaging me throughout the day, and I thought they were going to swoop in at the last minute, but I didn't hear from either one of them. So we have a winner, Mr. Anthony. Make sure I know I have your information somewhere, but please send me your information again, like your address and whatnot, and then I'll give you our PayPal account so you can send your hard-earned money to me so I can send it to Rev.
And then thanks, Anthony, for doing that.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much for supporting the Raise the Roof Fund. This was actually pretty freaking awesome.
We're all talking, and Rev should be talking.
So, and that's just the bidding. So you have $200, but I'm not telling you what the donations is up to already. So you'll find out when you get the check.
Anthony, thank you very much for your help here. And I'm sure that you are going to take and enjoy all of these. I haven't tried
Yes,
the
and thank you to
yet.
and thank you to everybody that contributed to this.
Yes.
In any form, whether you did donations, you bid, you donated product to send out to the winner, all that, everybody. It was amazing to see the PLC community come out because this was PLC. Taking care of their own. So
let's turn the floor over to Rev for a moment. We keep talking over him and give him a chance to speak up on his own behalf.
I was just going to say congrats, Anthony. That's an awesome package.
Rev is going to get a new greenhouse. Well, new cover over it anyway. Other Rob says, we all love you, Rev. And Rev says, subbed Anthony, blog that process. And Anthony says, now I can keep following Rev in his bids. Yep.
Well, they weren't going to stop. They would just not have a roof.
And I have no doubt everything in there would be running without a roof.
Yeah, it's been raining ever since the roof got ripped off, too. So the water levels are nice and high.
So I don't know if Yaya is the mail person in Anthony's area of Texas, but is Anthony's in Texas, correct? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
He's in the Dallas area. So I don't know if Russ is a mail person around that area. You may have a lot of package to deliver.
So, and again, we'll mention, if you guys want to, anybody out there that didn't, obviously $200 was not everybody was going to be able to bid that high. But if you still want to donate, we are still keeping that open through Sunday night. So just get a hold of me and we'll give you the information to send it to. Or like Tom said, if you want to do it through his Patreon, you can do that also. We just want to get it where there's no fees being taken out.
Yeah, which I think they do on Patreon, but it's not nearly as bad as YouTube. I think it's like 10% or 7% or something.
Yeah, as opposed to 30.
Yeah, they tried raising it, and like the entire community that uses Patreon just freaked out, and they were like, no, we were just joking about that. Like, yeah, we rescind that.
And Susan was saying, would you get that? It was like, I think it's hitting Rev that now he's actually got to do the roof work.
That's easy. I've done that so many times. Can't remember how many roofs. I should figure out how many roofs I've actually put on that dang thing.
Russ says he's in El Paso, so he's a little bit of ways from Anthony. And then West PA Pyros, you guys want to send me your address so I can send you some pepper butter. And then Julian saying might intercept a few. And Rob wants to know what pepper butter. What's pepper butter? And then Russ is saying, how can we get a hold of you? And then Rev, can you do this in your sleep? Can you do it in your sleep yet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that'll be coming up soon.
Russ is in the armpit of Texas.
Yep. Oh, he took it away. He's so close, though. You know? You see Juarez. You see New Mexico. A lot of things going on in El Paso.
Right, yeah, that's a border town.
Yeah.
I've never been to El Paso.
Yep. I have.
See you, JT.
Later, JT.
What's pepper butter?
That's what Rob was asking as well.
Yeah, what's pepper butter? Maybe you can do it in your sleep. Let's see. Great stream, guys. Gotta go. Congrats, Tran. All right, Chad. Have a good night.
Later, Chad.
Later, Chad.
Google it. Okay.
Like apple butter, but with peppers.
Huh.
I don't know if I like apple butter.
I do.
I haven't had apple butter since I was a kid.
I got some in the fridge now.
Well, that's why I was saying it. I think I had it like in the late 90s, but not since. So I don't know if I liked it then. And not only that, but I'm sure my taste buds have completely changed since the 90s.
And I'm totally weird. I put butter on before I put the apple butter on.
Well, that's what they say the key is to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is put butter on the bread, then put the peanut butter on. I don't know why they say that, but I just heard that this week.
Bernie says I have some in the fridge too, and they skipped over a few here. So, Piggy says I had apple butter, not bad. And West PA is saying, email me your addresses to Chuck's Pyro or Chuck's at pyrodudes.com. Okay. Bernie says I have some in the fridge too, so apple butter. He says everyone needs to go out and get a jar of apple butter.
To remind your brain how good it is.
Yeah. Other Rob says that sounds delicious. Ricky says I've done the St. Charles.
The way to go.
Yeah, to remind you. Julian says to remind your brain how good it is. Oh, Kyle's in the house.
Hey, Kyle.
Who is they, Rev? Laughing out loud. Bernie says I'd like to try some pepper butter. Brando Toast says I put Brando spice before peanut butter.
Maybe you should put butter and then Brando spice and then peanut butter over top.
I never thought about it. That would make sense because the hot jams are really good on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Or peanut butter and hot jam sandwich.
Yeah. Kyle, they is the folks who run the world.
You know, they.
What flavor pepper would Go good with apple. Ahi lemon drop, ahi pineapple.
Maybe jalapeno?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Kyle says Brando spice on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is amazing. Yeah, on peanut butter jelly sandwich is amazing. Other Rob says I put pepper powder on everything. I put it on most everything too. BD says, quick question. Anyone have any opinions or have used the brand 246 garden fabric pots before? That sounds like a Charles question.
That would be no. The only two I've used are, well, three. I forget what the one brand was. The Grow Sun bags are what I bought this year, but unfortunately they're sold out of the 5 and 3 gallons. We only have 7 gallons, so I'm waiting for Amazon to get them back again. I need 50 more. I should have bought more at Christmas time, but I haven't used
Agree
them.
with I like what Freaky said. Not me, but I've made a few fabric pots and they worked okay. That's what I would do before buying them. I'll just buy some fabric, stitch them up.
Well, I heard somebody say that the reusable Walmart bags make good fabric pots. They're only, what, $1 a piece?
The Grow Sun ones I bought at Christmas time are $2 each.
Okay.
How big were they?
5 gallon. Everything up to 5 gallon is 5 bags for $9.99. 7 gallons go to $12.99.
SPA says I use it with cheese and crackers plate, or put on hot dogs and hamburgers like a relish. Cool. Vicky says not me, but I have made a few fabric pots and they worked okay.
Then Charles Andrews on PLC, he's been making his own. I think Anthony may have made that too. Just saying that his wife, I think, made some. Maybe I'm wrong. Get confused on who it was, but there's a couple on PLC making their fabric pots.
Alex Rustic is in the house. Hey, Alex. Julian says spaghetti and pepper powder has been my thing for a couple years. Oh. Brando says, Rob, what level are you on in capsaicin leftato? Huh?
Trying to say, like, what pepper level are you? If you're looking at it game wise, where are you at?
I'm still down on the low end. Freaky Geek says, Todd, if the ones I got from Walmart was not plastic, I would use those as pots. I was just watching, was it Larry up in Brainerd? I forget his channel, but he was talking about going and getting Walmart bags, putting a hole in the bottom, filling them with dirt, and then put a 4-inch PVC pipe in the ground, drilled holes so that the net pots that he put in the bottom of the bags would go down into the water, and then he just had to turn the water on to fill the pipe up, and it'd be watering. Okay. Let's see. Edie says okay. By the time I buy some decent fabric and dang sewing machine, it would be the price of just buying them. Yeah.
Or you could buy a needle and thread and do it by hand.
Yeah, needle and thread's a lot cheaper.
And it's not that hard. Everybody makes it out to be a big deal. It's not hard. I've been sewing since I was like 5 years old. Sewing machine by hand, all that stuff. I do not know how to crochet or what's the other goofy thing? Knit. I can't.
Knitting.
Yeah, can't do that stuff, but I can sew things.
I can too because when I was confused on what I wanted to do in life. I started taking upholstery in a community college before I went back to college. I was like, college isn't for me. Well, maybe I should find a trade. So I started doing upholstery. Then I went back to college.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew how to do it, but I had one of these couches, but it was this is the love seat, but it was like the actual couch with the 3 cushions, and my dogs, not the pit bull, but the other dog would jump up there, and the top of the couch, this cushion here actually got ripped, and I actually sewed that entire thing up like 5 times before we actually got rid of that couch.
Derek's back. Anthony said, welcome back, Derek. Anthony says, no, I got it from Charles Andrews. Freaky says, BDA, sew by hand. Let's see. Kyle says, I transplanted 1 pepper in Happy Frog today and 1 in cheap brand soil. Gonna see which grows better and find out if the expensive dirt is worth it.
You're not going to have to wait for an answer, Kyle. The Happy Frog plant is going to grow better. There's your answer. You don't even have to wait.
The trick to sewing is to not stick yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and figuring out how you can not stick yourself and not wear that stupid little thimble thing. I've never done that, but I've never stuck myself either.
I've stuck myself plenty of times.
Nah, I had to have.
Kyle says, I can knit. Learned on YouTube. Cool. Julian says, a badass knitted 5-gallon pot.
What was that?
A badass knitted 5-gallon pot.
Oh my gosh, he said it twice.
Oh, yeah. You guys don't leave me alone.
He has been brought down to our level.
From the wild side. He's been living too much Motley Crue lately.
Derek says, I can barely tie a knot, let alone knit. Barely tie my shoes.
Hey, they have they still have Velcro shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they have clip-on ties.
Yep.
And yeah. I still have a few. No,
I think I have a few at my parents' house, but all the ties I have here, nope, they're actual tie, your own tie.
Yep.
Well, when I worked at Best Buy, we had to wear a tie, and it had to be a clip-on in case the customer got mad at you and grabbed your tie and tried to choke you. So the tie had to be a release one.
Yeah, I get what they're doing there. Like, yeah, we don't want to be liable, but maybe you shouldn't have really crappy deals where someone might want to grab your tie and choke you with your tie. Maybe that's something they should look into.
Well, you got to figure Geek Squad, people come in with computers and they're all upset to begin with because it's not working. And you tell them, I'm sorry, your data's all lost, and people lose it. You know, they don't make backups and that kind of stuff. And
yeah, instead of clip-on, how about like not trying to be fake professional and just not require a tie? Just how about a nice button-down dress shirt? Maybe they'll rip a couple buttons or something, or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you get to go home early. No big deal. Choked out. I mean, you might have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, but that's how Geek Squad had their uniforms when Best Buy bought them out. So
did you have to have a pocket protector too?
It was optional.
Oh, come on. It says Geek Squad. I would say you have to have, I wouldn't say you have to have a tie, but you have to have a pocket shirt, a button-down shirt, and a pocket protector. And stupid glasses with like tape in the middle.
The white shirt, button down with the pocket and the tie are all part of the uniform. The name tag, you can take it and put it on the flap of a pocket protector if you choose to wear one. Otherwise, you clip it to your shirt where it would be. But yeah, it's available. I had one for the longest time. I still have my Geek Squad name tag, but yeah.
If I left the company, I'd get rid of that crap.
Yeah, but that's just how the geeks are. So, Vicky says, I'll send you a video link to our half acre. Okay. BD says, cool, thanks. And also says, my ears are bleeding, Rob, laughing out loud. Joke, joke. Derek says, haha, I can tie a tie. Anthony says, my dad had a job, so I learned to sew at a young age. That's a good skill to have. Wish I could do it. Susan says, Anthony, I'll send the plants on Monday, okay? I don't want them sitting over the weekend in transit somewhere. That's a good idea. Jillian says, I had a hydraulic line bust on me. Had to finish the day out covered in oil. Oh, ew. That's not good. Especially since it can absorb into the skin, and it's not exactly good for you. I used to belong to this group when I was in high school, and it was an explorers group and had an engineering type uh, preference for stuff. So we were at the Northern States Power, which is a power company up in the cities. And on one of the nights, we decided to go up in these boom trucks that go up 75 feet. I was the last person to go with another guy and the operator and get up to the top, and one of the lines blew. And unfortunately, it was the line that released the pressure so that we could come down. Well, the safety features kicked in and locked everything in place. And they had to sit down on the bottom of it with a wrench and release the pressure, shooting the oil all over to get us back down. So our little 2 minute up and 2 minute back down thing turned into like 2 hours of time of us standing in this little tiny boom bucket straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Fun.
Nice.
And Julian says, haha, that's a terrible story. For which one? Oh, Julian says, okay, so that was a terrible story. But yeah, good thing I'm not afraid of heights. And Julian says, I've been there too.
I'm not a fan of heights, so I got a job as a roofer. That'll
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't like carrying heavy things. I don't like well, I like, but I'm not a fan of going up ladders. I like going up. I just don't like coming off a roof back onto a ladder. And yeah, I don't like heights. So that was a great job to have. I can't really say that I'm afraid of heights. It's not that I'm afraid of heights. I know what heights can do. You fall off a 2-story building, you might break your leg or blow out your knee or, crack your head. Like I'm too aware. So it's not like I'm afraid. I'm just very aware that you could mess yourself up if you take 2 steps forward. So, but that definitely helped me out a lot. Especially being on pitches like this, where you're like, having to walk right down to the very edge and start nailing on stuff. The one thing I did learn about roofing, not the most important part, but the one takeaway that I have, if you get a couch cushion and you take like the cushion off and it's just the outer layer off and it's just the cushion, you take that up on the roof when you're working and you put it under your butt and you sit on it. That is called a Cadillac.
No.
Julian says, those good old 6 and 12 pitches, huh? Vicky says, I don't mind heights. It's the landing that gets me.
That's me.
Derek says, I hate heights. Vicky says, I forgot. Rev has lots of videos, laughing out loud.
Yeah, coming up on 900 now.
Julian says, it's not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop.
Exactly.
Exactly. Let's see. Russell's saying, "Hey, crazy. Can I still order a bar?"
I believe so. That's at I believe Willie Pete's Chocolates.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact website, but that's the Crazy Kimberlin bar, which is what was it? A quarter pound of chocolate and
Half.
bacon and scorpion infused and
Butter.
peanut butter and
Yeah, it's a half-pound chocolate
half
stuffed
pound.
with peanut butter, bacon, and Reaper. I
You should get one, Rob.
no.
You should get one and take it to the shop. And like not you do the whole thing. You should just have like Adam and Alex and what?
Then
Devin.
Adam and Alex?
Yep, and Devin.
Oh, and Devin. I forgot Devin. What the heck? But no, like all four of you take on like a half pound. That would be pretty funny. Especially after the day after the Death Crispy thing.
crispy, yeah.
I thought they were gonna eat like, the rest of it, but then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just take these 2 bites, and then they're like, oh, that's so hot, it's inedible, and
Yeah, Rob, you gotta tell them we had high hopes for them to like just demolish it.
Well, after
Everybody now.
after the camera was shut off, I'm like, "That's all you guys are gonna eat?" I said, "I ate what 3 times that or 4 times that amount, and I made it through, and you guys just have one little piece." Oh well.
and Crazy
Go on too
Kimberly
much
said
of that ahi lemon drop. That's what it is, Rob. They say they've had it. They said they had stronger and hotter things. I think it's BS. They're just stuck on that lemon drop. That's it. So you got to wean them off that lemon drop. Say, look, you are getting schooled today. We're going off the lemon drop. We're going with something hotter.
we're going with some scorpion stuff.
Put your foot down.
You want to see how serious I am? I'm canceling the order from Dave.
No, not canceling, upping it. Like
Oh.
the lemon drop, we're upping it to scorpion.
Oh yeah. You can change it.
Crazy Kimberlin said the Crazy Kimberlin bar is available at williepete's.com. So if you want to get the half-pound chocolate bar, peanut butter, bacon infused, scorpion powder, all that stuff. And if you do get one, make sure you put it on video. Make sure you do a video of yourself. And then let me know, by the way. Let me know. I'll let Derek know. I'll let everybody know. And we'll throw it up on Pepper Lovers, on the Pepper Lovers community. And yeah, if anybody else does that, I definitely want to watch it because Derek himself was very funny watching him do that.
Yep.
All I kept thinking was, holy crap, that's a lot of peanut butter. And then like my afterthought was, oh, right, yeah, that's a lot of chocolate too.
He says, "Haha, I still haven't actually watched anyone else do it yet. I know they are out there though. I thought there was one other person that did it."
No, Matt Tangent did the Moab, the mother of all bars. I believe that's half pound, but I don't think it's peanut butter. I think it's just Reaper infused chocolate.
And it's got caramel with scorpion.
Jillian says, "Nothing is inedible." Russ says, "The heat, yes. The half-pound of chocolate, no."
Exactly. That's where I'm at.
Jillian says, "I had a manager that bought breakfast tacos one time, and he offered Texas whoop-ass sauce too. But tore the label off. Everyone was lit up." He says, "But tore the label off. Everyone was lit up." I'm not looking at the screen, Dave. I don't see you holding your ear there.
Man, he just got a potty mouth tonight.
Screen's over there.
Type it in the chat. Rob will read it.
He said ask 4 times.
Get the soap bar.
If you keep count, that's Rob said ask 4 times on this live stream.
Yeah, so if you want Rob to say something crazy, just type it in the chat.
Oh no.
Which, by the way, Crazy Kimberlin, you're still here. You were talking about you saw a feature that you could actually have the chat in the or not in the live stream, but you could see the chat after the live stream was, made a video. I haven't been able to find that feature. Paula was asking me about it earlier today too, and I haven't been
Yeah,
able to find that. Have you? I
Raymond
know you
did
were
that.
talking about it, but
Yeah, Raymond Desjardins did that on his live stream yesterday. There was a notice that came up. As soon as you type something, it said that a new feature on YouTube where the chat's going to carry over with the video. And
maybe
I
it
don't
will.
know where it is either.
I haven't watched one of the live streams of my own. Maybe it's just, a standard thing then. I haven't
No.
watched my own live stream after the fact. So, well, I haven't watched any of my videos after they're made live. So,
Yeah, but I watched the last one and it's not there. It's something that you got to turn on.
yeah, I looked on Monday. I couldn't find it. I forgot to today because I was running late. But
Well, look at this. Speaky's saying, I got a message that chats will now be seen after the live stream is uploaded. His live stream setup is dope. Yeah.
Right, Susan.
Night, Susan.
Good night, Susan.
later, Susan. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for the good conversation, too. Uh,
Get that voice back soon.
Derek says, yeah, then after my stream, it says, your video is not available for live chat replay. So I don't know. Oh, YouTube is having one of those crazy moments then. Take care, Susan. I just saw that today. Good night, Susan. Well, I'm going to try an experiment here. I'm going to type something into the chat and see if it pops up here.
It's probably another one of these things they're pushing for the bigger channels.
I even saw it on Ellie Beast's video or live stream last night. I typed in something and it popped up and said the same thing. The Barnyard Chicken. I've seen a few replays today with chat added. So I wonder how they put it in there.
Huh. I don't know. I've never done one on my channel, so.
Barnyard Chicken says, I don't like it, laughing out loud. Well, I can see the point on both sides of that because if you ever watch the LA Beast in his chat, he's got so many trolls that run in there, especially if he's got a big audience. There are people in there that I would have booted myself. And I've actually heard him say a couple of times, if you keep that up, you're going to be banned from the site or from the show. So Susan says, good night, y'all. It was fun.
I figure with when you're that big, you're going to draw in that kind of element too.
Yeah. Well, I started live streaming my other channel, and I just worry about trolls like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the bigger ones, they get that kind of stuff.
You're not talking about Tim, right?
What?
Because you're saying the bigger trolls like that. So you're not talking about Tim, right?
No. No. Yeah. Those people that come in and just want to mess with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, not Troll Forge, no. His video today with Raymond was rather interesting. I like how the troll was just sitting on the side of the couch. Yeah, it's nothing. And Raymond, the guy in the middle, said, yeah, it's a little warm. And Raymond's just freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Russ says modding is tough in there, Rob. Yeah. Julian says, yeah, really, it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. Twitch chat is on screen and it's constantly spammed. Yeah, well, there's actually a setting in on Twitch that you can take and turn all of that off. You can turn a really high filter on, and no profanity, no hate speech, no links, no emails, no nothing can get through. There's like 5 different levels that you can set it at. And since it was my first stream, I didn't have anybody come in. Well, I had one guy come in and say hi. And then a little bit later, he did something and then he was gone. Video was around for about 20 minutes.
We've got that option on the live stream too. If it's like, quote, abusive or swearing or anything like that, that it's automatically spammed and stuff like that. But I don't check that box.
As I say, how do they determine it?
Well, that's why I don't check that box. I don't want them to determine it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they could be retracting messages that are nowhere near. Huh.
Well, on Twitch, when it takes and retracts the message, it puts it into another box, so you can go back and read it and decide if you want to allow it or not.
Huh.
And Julian says, "Oh wow, I didn't know. I only watch." Yeah, there's some computer that watches over everything that's typed in, and if it falls within a filter category, it gets filtered, shoved into another box. It's hard enough playing the game and trying to watch the chat, especially on a separate monitor. But like I say, it was just my first one.
Now, Twitch is the place. That's where a lot of them are making like money on their live stream, right? Okay. We went and looked at it last night because I remember I said you were saying that you did yours, and so we kind of Dawn and I we were looking and we went on to look at it, and I'm like, it really is just gaming. I've never been on it. Is there more than just gaming on there?
Oh yeah, there's vlogs and like podcasts and all kinds of stuff. It's just another alternative to YouTube that is a lot freer on what you can do.
Huh.
There's rules and regulations and such. Like Russ says, it's usually catchwords like certain curse words or racial words or slurs or ethnics. Well, ethnic and racial, I guess, are the same. But it's also religious comments and sexual preference comments.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, all the comments you.
Huh. Anthony's wondering what's he going to do with all these prizes? Use them?
Eat them, man.
Make videos of it.
Yeah.
Look, here's me with some Crimson Blaze chicken. Here's me with some Crimson Blaze chips and
pizza, spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am putting it on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with jam from Mr. Scott Tippett. Let's see. Julian says, yeah, a lot of people have been jumping ship, but the rules are a little looser. So, yeah, there's people that are getting demonetized for no reason on YouTube that are going over to Twitch. The main thing with Twitch is you got to get partnered before you can start getting donations and subscriptions. So you have to have X number of people that are following you, and you have to have X number of people that are in a live chat at one time. So you get different achievements. Once you get through the achievements, you basically fill out an application for partnership, and they'll take and watch you for a week and see how you're doing, and go back through previous ones and see how you're doing, and then decide if they'll let you on. One of the guys who comes in the shop, his female friend has been doing Twitch streaming for quite some time, and she's applied like 13 times and gotten turned down all 13 times. So they're kind of picky on who all can do it. You can't just go in and say, here, I want to get partnered.
Oh,
but
wow.
if you get partnered, um, people can do a monthly subscription at 3 different levels, whether it be $4.99, $9.99, or up to $24.99, and they get different perks in the videos and stuff, and they can make donations right then and there too.
So is it all live feeds? It's not like videos like YouTube?
You can do the majority of it is all live feed, but you can take and save your videos to an archive like YouTube has, and people can go back and watch them for I think it's like 90 days.
Okay.
So
it's not like recording a video and loading it like on here. You're actually going live. Okay.
yeah, it's like we're doing right now, and there could be hundreds of people out there watching us. And when we're done, it either goes away or you have it saved.
Huh.
But you can put up adult tags on it so nobody under the age of 18 can come in and look. So you can cuss and all you want. And yeah.
Which, if you're below 18, I'm pretty sure you know how to get around that.
Yeah.
But it's a nice gesture. At least on your part, you could be like, hey, I tried. I like what Derek said. Took me this long to get people to watch me on here. I'm not going over there to try to start over.
That's why I was laughing at that.
Well, you don't actually have to start over, I guess. But yeah, because there's a lot of people that do YouTube that reference their Twitch accounts, and they'll actually put little 30-second videos up on their homepage saying that, hey, I'm starting my live stream right now, and have the link right in it. So you open it up, click it, and it opens up a Twitch page, and you're right there. So yeah, you can go back and forth with it. And in Twitch, people talk about, well, on my YouTube channel, I did this and this and this. You can go back and watch this video. You know, I mainly watch gaming streams, so no surprise there. But yeah.
And Anthony said he's yet to make his first video. I say if you've got a camera, make your first video. Worst case scenario, you watch it back and you're like, there's no way that's making it to YouTube. And you delete it.
Yep. Well, he has to make his. Well, he doesn't have to, but he's got to make his allotment video. Because Kyle tagged him.
Yeah, but you can make that 13 times if you want. You can make it over and over and over. Just do it. And then worst case scenario, you're like, that was horrible, and I'm deleting it. And you delete it, and you're right back to where you were. And then you just do it all over again. And eventually you'll find one where you're like, well, that wasn't that horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, as someone who's been on YouTube for quite a while, I've probably, like I said, I'm almost to like 900 videos. I've probably made that many videos and deleted them.
Wow.
And a lot of those were right at the beginning because I was like, oh, I'll make a video. And then I made a video and I'm like, that was horrible. Heck with that. Delete. And then just go on, make another video. And I'm like, oh, that was even worse. Delete. And finally you come across one where you're like, well, that really sucked. But I think people might watch it and think it was okay. And then you put it up and people are like, your video's great. And you're like, what the heck is your problem? Why? No, that was a horrible video. Why are you saying that? And then next thing you know, I say that because you are your biggest critic.
Yep.
Like no matter how good of a video you make, put it this way. I can't think of one video that I've made that I would go back and watch again. So in that sense, I don't think I've made one good video, yet people are always like, oh, that video was great. I'm like, oh, okay. I just justify it in my mind like, well, I didn't really do anything. I was just kind of like updating people on what was going on.
Yeah, and then the key to success is chainsaw and trees.
Yeah. And snow.
And snow, yeah.
I was really waiting for it to puff up, but it didn't. Although that one was like parallel, like 4 or 5 feet off the ground. That looked like fun to get done.
I have one video that took me 8 tries to get it acceptable, and it's still a crappy video, but out of 8 tries, that was the best one, so I posted it.
And you can learn from me as well. If you're ever doing multiple tries, make sure it's not the hottest hot sauce that you're trying to redo over and over again in like how many takes. So
Yeah.
I did. I learned, make sure the button it says record.
Rev has some experience in that.
Oh yeah.
And he had it on camera. How many spoonfuls of ACF did you do?
3 tablespoon. That's why JT did a tablespoon when he did it. He was like, I'm going to match you. Still my favorite was Shocks with her, I don't know how you guys do this all the time.
In her tiara.
Oh, yeah. And her pretty princess dress. That he cut the grass with.
You can't help but picture that when you say that.
I know. I've seen it, and I still can't help but just picture it in my own mind. Like with him smiling, like pushing the mower, like looking at the
camera. Julian says, yes, do it, man. I upload whatever. Shooting, concerts, mostly drunk content. Russ says, awesome advice, Rev. At worst, you fail, and everyone loves a fail video.
Well, that's a whole nother subject, too. Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, don't even put it up. Just record it. If you don't like it, delete it. And it's like you didn't do anything. But no, yeah. Everybody loves a fail video. So even if you put up a video and you fail, people love that stuff. So that's another great piece of advice. If you're watching it, you're like, wow, this really makes me look bad because I really failed at this video. More than likely, you should put that up.
Yeah. Like Derek says, I stream my Battlefront 2 gameplay on YouTube. Most never see it because it's deleted right after.
Unless we catch it live.
Yeah.
I've seen you play, Derek.
Yeah, it looks like a fun game.
Yeah.
I don't play video games, but yeah, I was amazed by the graphics because I saw that you did, I think, 2 streams that night. Because I know you did your live stream, then you had to put your kid to bed, then you came back and did one, and then you did one even later. So that's what I was watching a couple weeks back.
Yeah, Julian says, yeah, Derek, I got a notification the other day and was at work, so I couldn't watch, but I would. And he says, Derek says, it's pretty random when I do. And Paula says, maybe people will like my Arrow Garden video today then.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I actually literally put like, so I liked it.
And the like button too.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say it was a failed video either. Granted, they weren't looking good, but I left the comment of what do the roots look like on it. Mm-hmm. So that can give you a good good idea of what's going on with the plant. Because to go from growing that fast and being lush last week or the last time to being dried and withered this time around, yeah, something happened.
The part that boggled my mind about that video was she said she dumps it every week.
Yeah.
And I've gotten grief on some of my videos, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of like cracky, but they're, I've got air in there, so I guess they're deep water culture. And I've actually got people commenting like, this isn't a funny thing. Like, whenever you're doing cracky, you know, it's a serious thing, and you need to dump the water every single week and blah, blah, blah. And like, I love your seriousness, commenter, but I'm not doing that. I'm not dumping that thing every single week. Like, I'd rather do it half strength and just never dump it than, dump it every week. And I mean, I get what they're saying, but geez, oh man, it just sounds like such a waste.
Yeah, and you take a look at my hydroponic setup. It once the water is level, it never goes down. I mean, it's constantly feeding back to that same level the whole entire time, and my plants just love it. I get really good, really fast growth out of them, and I don't ever change the water out.
Well, that's what they were commenting about. Like last year, I think it was last year, maybe it was the year before. But those plastic totes that I use, I fill them up at the beginning, and I don't refill them. And if I do, it is like add another 5 gallons into them or something like that, just to bring the water level up because they're going to go dry. But I never change the level or anything like that.
Yeah, I've never changed my water out either.
But I know with like real hydroponics, to do it correctly, you're supposed to. And that's always been the turnoff for me on hydroponics, because it just seems like a waste of water. It seems like a waste of nutrients and, time, all that stuff. And I don't know. I get it. You want to have like the correct amount of nutrients. They take up this amount of, calcium. You need to replace that calcium. The only way to do that, dump everything and then start with new. I get it, but I don't know. I'm like I said in my last video, I'm so cheap. I can't do that.
Anthony says, I don't dump until the fourth time to feed. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I only feed once. I put the feed in there, put the water level up and let it go.
Well, like Julian says, isn't that the point of hydroponics? Yeah. A big barrel, like Professor Cracky did with the plant on top of the big barrel. The roots kept growing down and down and down and filled all the water as the plant above got bigger and bigger. And yeah, it never changed it out either.
And that's where I go with on my opinion, because if he did that, then there's got to be something to it.
Yeah, Creaky says they never changed water, just top it up. Yeah, when I've taken pull everything is the only time I change the water. But like I said, mine's constantly cycling in. BD says, in my little cloner tote, I have had the same water in there for over a month with my homemade air ring, and everything is fine, laughing out loud, but I should change it and add some new clones / nutrients. Julian says, add fish. Anthony says, only when my pH rises.
Yeah, and that's a good reason right there.
Yeah, the pH starts going up, but
if you're like me, you don't check the pH, and then you're like, no, pH is fine.
I only put in RO water, and it always comes out of the faucet at 5.9. I've never had it vary off of there, so I pretty much quit checking it because it's always at 5.9.
I think mine comes out like 6.5 or like 7.0. But when you add the master blend, it drops it down like between 6.0 and 6.5.
Are you talking about tap water?
Yeah, with my tap water.
My tap water is 8.1.
Whoa. That's pretty high. Yeah, I can't remember what mine is. I think it's 6.8, or maybe it's like right at 7, because 7 is pretty much neutral. But I'm pretty sure it's just below neutral.
Brittany says, I grew a huge ghost pepper plant in hydro last year that produced at least 80 peppers and used pretty much only rainwater. Depending on where the rainwater is being collected from, it could have other fertilizers in it from the roof and stuff, from birds going over. So,
or if you get it from your roof, it could have whatever your roof is made of. I mean, unless you have like nice metal roof, which nobody I know around here has. We have asphalt roof, so that tar and all that stuff, it's got to like pass through that and then go into the collection. Not to mention, how long does it sit for, because it could acidify or go alkaline if it sits for a while, or just get algae growth.
Yep. Ricky says, I guess if I get back into hydroponics, I should learn about pH levels and test kits. Go get a pool test kit. That's decent enough for a pH level.
But I will say, as a pool guy for like over a decade, there is when you have weird influxes of pH, there is an art to reading that test kit. So if you keep getting like off the chart measurements on your test strip, more than likely it's not like zero, but your test strip will read that because your test strip can only read within a certain range. Not to mention that even within that range, when it's absolutely perfect, if other things aren't exactly right, it'll just be way off. And I've done that with water test kit versus test strips, and I've done that over and over and over and over again, only to find that sometimes it'll be way off the whack with a test strip, but you do it with a water test and it's like, no, it's perfect. Well, I'm talking about for a poll, so we're talking about like 7.0 to 7.4, which I wanted 7.2, which is the human tier. So but they will give you wacky results. So
Paula says, I said every week in the video, but I meant to say every other week. The water has never gotten low enough that I had to add more between water changes. Try not changing it. Let it go until it gets low.
well, after you do the half strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea.
Yeah, Scott Tippett's water's at 9.0. Says tap is no good. That would suck.
I never drink water.
Yeah, I never drink tap water either.
Yeah, I have a RO system in the house, so I don't have to drink tap water. I haven't had a taste of tap water since I was a kid in school.
And then that's probably true what Julian and Russ are talking about. So
The bunnies had flavor.
yeah, so you got God knows what coming by Juarez. So
Chorizo flavor. I don't trust my tap water enough to even taste it or test it. Vicky says, I boil tap water before using it.
I would do that if I was going to drink it. But as far as cooking with it, I don't boil it first. Usually I am boiling it to like, make frozen vegetables or whatever, but I'm not going to boil it first. But I have been in the mountains where, if you get certain water, you could get beaver fever, which is giardia and stuff like that. So you do collect your water, take it back to camp, and then you like put it in a pot, boil that stuff, and then let it cool down, and there's your drinking water. That's a real pain too, by the way.
Giardia lamblia is the other half of the name of that bug. BD Beat says, and this is the second time he wrote it, you might think it's funny, but I only use lemon juice to lower my water pH and test it with my pH pen to around 6. Lemon juice is a great way to do it.
I don't believe so. I've tried that before, and I don't quote me on it. I'm not the best source, but I've heard a lot of people that said it works great for like the first week or two. Then you start getting weird residues within your water, and at which I'm believing would be the lemon juice residues. But there's some film buildup that will occur when you use lemon juice, because that was my very first thought, and I did that for a while. And I'm not saying I got those results, but I heard that from a lot of different people. And the more I looked into it, the more I saw people saying the exact same thing. So check it out yourself. Just Google it. And if you find that to be not true, then tell me I'm wrong on the next live stream. I did hear that, and I like to be all natural. So I was like, lemon juice, perfect. That's natural. And I thought that was a great idea. But the more I looked into it, the more I just saw people with more and more problems using it.
Yeah, I have a bottle of pH down that I've never even cracked the seal on.
Which is what? Sodium carbonate?
I have no idea what it is. It's part of the general hydroponics liquid stuff. And I've never even cracked the seal on it. BD says it's very inexpensive and it has worked for me every time.
It worked at lowering the pH, but it was that film buildup over time. And again, I can't remember if it. I'm pretty sure it happened to me because otherwise I wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm not one of those people that just, oh, I read something on the internet, it's got to be true. And like I said, I did use it, but I'm pretty sure. Man, I can't remember for sure. That was like 3 years ago that I was actually trying it. But I don't know. Look into it. If you find that it does happen, then by all means. I don't mean, if I'm wrong, I'll definitely say I'm wrong. But I just remember for some reason, I thought lemon juice was a great idea. And then I stopped using it.
I have used the lemon concentrated too, or concentrate, too, in the little yellow squeeze bottles too. Well, that's not lemon juice. That's artificial stuff. Unless you get the Minute Maid 100% pure lemon juice. Because the little lemon the little yellow squeeze bottles. Well, that's Minute Maid. But the little yellow ones that look like a lemon, it's all artificial flavored stuff. The only pure lemon juice I've ever found is Minute Maid, and it's found in the freezer section. But anyway, it is like 11:03.
12:03.
Yeah, for you. So I think it's about time to call off or call down or close out or whatever we want to say. It's live stream. Especially since Dave looks like he's about to fall asleep.
I actually was starting to nod a couple times. Sorry. Nobody was boring. I'm freaking tired.
Tired and sitting still. The body wants to shut down and go to sleep.
Yep. Plus, you guys don't know how many times when I wasn't on here, how you guys actually put me to sleep. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But Donna laughed. She said, it's that familiarity. She said, you need to get on the freaking live feed. Because I'd put it on and listen, and then I just get so relaxed, and it's like, oh.
Thanks for joining us, Freaky. And so, darn, I have to find another live stream to troll. Oh my! Look at the screen, Rev.
Appreciate that, Julian. It's awesome. Appreciate you hanging out too. Hope you come back Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Going back to the lemon juice thing, they say also that lemon juice kills the nitrifying bacteria as well. So that's not a good thing because you want those.
Yeah, I can't remember if I heard that or not. I seem to remember something about a film buildup that lemon juice was doing, but it was only over time. If you're changing it if you're changing like every week, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Jersey Shore Gardener showed up. I'm stalking this chat room, staring at
Dave nodding. Sorry, Jay. My eyes were getting that sandy feeling.
Yeah. Brittany says, Night Boys, congrats, Anthony, and hope your roof turns out well. That's for, yeah. What's up, Jay?
Good video on it soon.
Rev's
Hello, dude. I'm here putting on the roof for the 27th time.
Dang, I gotta stop using that then. Thank you, Charles. All right. Who wants to go first? And Julian, thanks a bunch.
Yep.
It's a $2 donation for those in the after chat or watching afterward.
Nice. Well, I'll start. I'm Dave. Grounded Home in West Virginia on YouTube, Grounded Home in West Virginia on Facebook, and of course on Google also, Google, YouTube, it's all together. But go check us out. Our videos, Facebook, it's our business page where we kind of mingle everything in for now, since there's nothing to sell. So we've just been having fun all winter, lighting people up and doing stuff like that. So go check us out.
Or go to Grown at Home Academy, or Grown at Home in West Virginia Academy, and give her a bunch of thumbs down.
Tell Dave sent you.
Dave, type something in the comments so that your link will come up.
Okay.
And Jillian says, "Can you all comment in the chat so I can follow your pages?"
You know who I am, but there's me.
Right, post links. All right. So I will go next. Rob Z is my name, and it's also my YouTube channel, and also the Google Plus, so PLC and Hangouts. So ROBB space Z. Do pepper videos and few other things from time to time when I have some fun with it. And I have a second channel with the YouTube name of Yankee Ace 50, and I play Minecraft there. I have 40 videos up right now, and I think they're pretty awesome. You can go and watch them if you like watching people play Minecraft. And that's about it for me, Mr. Charles.
Charles Space P on YouTube and on Google Plus. I'm frequently on Pepper Lovers Community. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I sometimes have sauces on the PLC Marketplace, which I actually will post soon for the 2 that I did for this fundraiser. So I'll post the 2 kinds that I have on the PLC Marketplace pretty soon and get that going, because I'll have a few bottles sell. So that's about it until Friday.
Now it all falls down to Rev.
And Bernie's all excited because he got a wrench, and he doesn't know it, but so did he. So, so use that wrench and advertise for your own channel and make sure people check you out. But as for me, if you're watching this, you probably already know my channel, so that's where I'm at. Check out my videos, all that fun stuff, and check out all the social media stuff. They got the patreon.com/RevToastTV, the Instagram that I don't use, so make fun of me on that, Instagram.com/RevToastTV, and Twitter, which is barely used, so make fun of me on that as well, which is A with a circle, RAVTO. That's it. That's all I need for an outro.
And if you like the show tonight, don't forget to hit the like button.
And check out the Bat and Beer show tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern on Make It Wayne.
Yeah, definitely check that out. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Make It Wayne's channel, Bat and Bear show. I will be there.
Yeah, I should be able to be there too.
21 hours and 50 minutes, is that right? Or 20? Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, about that. Well, cool. Personally, I'd like to thank everybody in the chat who has come to watch us tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations to Anthony, right?
Yep.
Anthony. Sorry. But congratulations to Anthony for the win of the auction. That is one heck of a box you purchased there. And I must admit, I'm a little on the jealous side. Okay, maybe more than a little, but yeah, it's such a huge package. And I want to thank everybody who's donated to it for your contributions. I mean, coming together to help Rev out with a new roof for his greenhouse is just so touching, and it shows what kind of group we are and what we're getting to be. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it, and I'm sure the rest of the guys do too.
And it's raised the roof and beyond.
Yes.
Anthony said thanks, but no, thank you.
Yes, Anthony. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Anthony.
And Julian, appreciate you hanging out with us. And yeah, his name on YouTube is Make It Wayne. If you go to the Pepper Lovers community on G+, I'm sure you will find a post over there with his name on there. You can just follow him on that way, and you will find him.
Yeah.
Mailman is going to be busy at Anthony's house.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And beyond. Alrighty. Thank you once again, and see you. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Later, everyone.
This was live. You guys were here. It was awesome. You guys loved it. So we'll catch you on Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Till then, love y'all, and we will catch you then.
Good night.
Later on.
Bye.
Turn it off.
I was waiting for everybody else to say bye.
Well, we all kind of did.
All right. See y'all later.
See ya.